and I should be ready for page 2, but I'm not. I am redoing page 1. I really did like the first page I did. It's just not what I envisaged for this album, and I didn't like the papers I'd chosen. So I have rethought, and I had a bit of a problem. I've designed 7 pages, and if you look through a lot of videos on YouTube, you may come to realise that there are no new ideas. Every time I designed a page, somewhere along the line in the next few days, I realised that someone else had done something very, very similar. So what I've decided now is, heck with it. If I think of a page, if it's similar to someone else's, then it's similar to someone else's. You know, there's no malice intended. It's just what came out of my head, and it happens to be very similar to what came out of someone else's head. So there we have it. So, the redo of page 1, I've decided I'm going to use, I love this die, it's a Creolese die. I'll put the website down below. She ships all over the world, and her prices are so reasonable. This is the On the Edge number 12. I'll probably also be using the On the Edge number 9, this one, because it matches in with this one. And the middle one also matches in with this one, which I shall probably be using. Actually, I wish I'd used that one from the start. I really like that one. And anyway, that's number 13. I'll also be using this set. I know you can get a set exactly the same as this, very inexpensively from China. I actually got this one from the Works. So that's that. And now we shall start again. Page 1. What I've also decided is that I am having black base pages. So I'm going to make all the pages on top of here in black. And I'm hoping it will turn out alright. I think I've added a few more charms. I've got a little heart that opens. I also, I don't know, I can't remember if I said anything, I did this on the back, which is just a piece of paper put on, and I punched the edges with the Martha Stewart die that I mentioned last time. Oh dear, loud. I think I've just frightened the cat. Right, let's see if I can get this out with it not being... Okay, so to start with page 1, again, this one I do believe goes here. No, it doesn't, it goes here. So I've got to try and figure out, because I did this and then it was very similar to someone else's, so I kind of like ignored it. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. And then I thought, no, I will do that. And then I can't remember what I did. I think that goes like that. Maybe I should have it over a bit. Oh, I could have it over a bit. No, can't have it over a bit. Yes, I could have it over a bit. Yes, I could. I could have it over a bit. I'll have it in the middle. That would make sense. So, I started off with a piece that is approximately, and I'm going to have to use this to measure it, 8 1/8, but I did cut from 1 1/8, I cut out edge shape, and I have, from the very tip, like I said, this goes in 1 1/8 of an inch. From the very tip up to the score line is 7.5 inches. So that one is 7.5. And I've done 2. And the second one is 7 3/8 of an inch long. And I've scored it at 6 3/8. And they are both do believe, 10.5 inches long. They are 10.5 inches long. So, and that's just the Creolese dye that I used, and then I just trimmed the edges. So what I want to do for the first one is have it so that the distance, I want this in the middle, but the middle for the whole length of the page. So measuring again, this is 7 3/8, that makes it slightly difficult, okay, and the page is 8 1/4. So I then have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 eighths. So if I put it in about 1/2 inch, roughly 1/2 inch from the edge on this side. So here's the edge of my page, and this first flap is going on about 1/2 inch in from the right hand side, and I have not got any tape ready. Oh dear. Totally unprepared, totally unprofessional. Oh, what am I going to do? So, I wasn't actually planning on doing this because I've actually seen two people with very, very similar pages, and I didn't want people to think that I was copying. But shall we just say that great minds think alike? Okay, let's chop off these edges and matter them slightly. So I'm having to get used to, I've had my nails reshaped, and I cannot get used to this shape. I'm so used to my square nails. I don't like this reshape. Oh dear. One clogged glue bottle and glue on top of the tape. Now I've got the tape backing removed. And about 1/2 inch in from the edge. There we go. Oh dear, messy already. Okay, now this one is going on top of here, now I have miscalculated slightly and it's going to go over, but because it's black on black, if that does go over slightly, it's not going to show very much. So put this one on. Tape. Oh crikey, have I got any of this left? Not a lot, it would seem. Oh, I am all of a digger again. Right, tape backing off, glue on. And piece edge and then keep that kind of straight if I can. And I've gone about 1/16 of an inch over onto this edge, so I don't think that's going to show, so that'll be fine. Okay, so this will flap open this way and this will flap open this way. Ta-da! Okay, the craft paper that's showing at the side will be covered with black cardstock. I'll just have a strip, and the same on this side. I was going to have a 1/8 of an inch border all around the outside, but I thought that kind of defeats the object of... Actually, that would have looked nice. Oh, darn it, maybe I should have done that. No. No, 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 no. Right, I'm going to carry on. Next. Oh, I haven't cut out my... I'm going to have a pocket in here, but I wanted to make sure the pocket didn't show. So this pocket, I do believe, is 6 inches. So I had the full 11 and 3/4 inches, and I scored it at 1/2 inch on one side and 11 inches on the other. So I had a 10.5 inch pocket here in between the flaps, and it should be 6 inches. It is 6 inches high. And this will go here with a decorative flap, decorative edge. So yes, I do believe that's what I want. Yes. Okay, so I'll do that in a minute. Let me just get this done first. Right, when you open up this top flap, yes, when I open up the top flap, I want a small, when I open up the top flap, what did I want? I don't think I've planned that yet. Okay, go on to the top of the flap. Okay, I am all a dither. Right, on top of the flap, I am having another flap. I'm having a flap, and I am having a flap. Flap, flap. So I'm going to have a flap here. On top of this flap, there is going to be a pocket. And inside of this flap, 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 there is also going to be a pocket. We are having lots and lots of pockets. Okay, so first thing I need to put on is this one. Oh, crikey, I don't know what's going on outside. I think it was bonfire night, and it really isn't. It's the 12th day is what they call it over here in good old jolly England. 12th day, August 12th. Not a lot of people celebrate it any longer. It's not one of those days, special occasions that people celebrate any longer, but it is 12th day. I am all over the place. Right, let me put that in there. And this on here. Oh, better than that. I have to put another bit on there, I think. Ay, 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 ay. Let's get the edges done on this one. don't know if I'm going to have anything inside. I don't want to go overboard, do I? Okay. And some of this. Are you waiting for me to say it? Don't forget your tape here, because no one likes everything falling out of their bottom. Okay, let's get the measurement of these done. Okay, so measurement of the flat here is 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. No, it's not. It's 8 1/4 by 6, and then I've scored it 3/4 of an inch in, so that the larger flap is 5 1/4. Yep, that's right. Somewhere in here there is a brain. It doesn't function very well, but there is a brain. It keeps putting things down. I have to use this one. Oh, crikey. Oh, it's covered in glue. Okay. So, this roughly in the middle. I'm not going to be too fussy. I'm just going to eyeball it, because okay, it's slightly low, but I think that should work. Okay. And then this one, which is exactly the same size as this one, so it's 6 by 8 1/4, scored at 3/4 of an inch, so that the large flap is 5 1/4. Guess who didn't miter their edges? Okay, and this one goes on the opposite side, nicely lined up with nicely lined up, she says, and the page is all wonky. Okay. Okay, I have a wonky edge. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and I will straighten up that edge. I'll just bring it down a bit and then okay. So inside of that didn't want to stick, did it? Side of here, I want a small pocket, and this pocket is 6 1/2, 6 3/4, 6 3/4, and it is scored in at 3/4 of an inch each side. So the middle again is once, actually no, it's scored in 1/8 of an inch more on one side so that you can see it's, you need that little gap each side so that you can close the flaps, or else they won't close properly. Okay, so this is, we say do a 1/2 inch, that'll be enough. So this has to be 6 1/4, and you do a 1/2 inch score on one side and a 5/8 of an inch score on the other side, so that you get it slightly smaller, and it is 6 inches high. Actually, it's 5 3/4 inches high. So, matter these edges. Hopefully, it'll fit in. Yeah, it will fit in all the way across. Can you tell what the local kids love doing in this area? They all have mopeds. And line this up at the bottom, and then at the top. There we go. Now then, I will probably have a magnet here, a magnet here, and a magnet under here. Makes sense to me. It's just what to do under here. I might have another pocket facing this way. If I've got a pocket facing this way on this side, I can have a pocket facing this way on this side. So do I really want a pocket on top of here? Probably not. That just might be too much. But I do have that extra little bit of space because I've got nothing on the opposite side except for the other cover. So, yeah, what the hell, let's go for it. Didn't give you the measurements, did I? So it is 5 1/4 plus 1 1/2. It's 6 3/4 across. And I've scored it in at 3/4 of an inch each side, so I've got the 5 1/4 inch pocket for the middle, and it is 7 3/4 of an inch tall. To my edges again. What is wrong with me? It's late. I'm all excited. I'm bidding on something on eBay. It finishes tomorrow. I'm so distracted. Ooh, if I'm in luck, that'll be hubby asking me if I want a coffee. I'm not in luck. Okay, that one's gone slightly over. Better. Okay. So we have a pocket at the front, flap opens up, pocket in the middle. Whole flap opens up this side. I am going to have a pocket here. Or do I want a pocket here? I'm going to have a pocket here, facing this way. So what I should have done there, so what I'm going to do here then, is I'm going to have the pocket here, facing this way. Okay, so pocket here with the opening to the right, and a pocket here with the opening to the left. Oh no, I can't have the pocket there opening because then I won't be able to open that. Yes I can. I just have to put an extra strip down there. That'll be fine. It will work. What I'm going to do is, when I make the pocket, see what I should have done is not stuck that down that way, but stuck it down from the edge here. There's the thing to do. So yes, this pocket is definitely going to go this side. And I'm going to put a strip of black paper there, of which I have plenty, because I've cut lots off. She's just trying to find a piece that fits. Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put this pocket on because I want to cut my decorative edge. I'm going to put a pocket in here, facing, with the opening facing on the left, I think, definitely. Yes. And then I'm going to decorate it because obviously I have my little piggies to put on. I have this one and this one for my first choices. I have to have 2 pictures per page because I have 21 pictures, so that's 2 per page plus 1 for the back. And then I have to figure out where this is going to go. Or maybe I should just have it as a tag in here. I'm going to have to cut it down slightly. I think it will be, because it has to go in order, you see, unless I have this. I'll figure it out. So, sorry, I will put the 2 pockets on with the decorative edges, decorate it, and then I will be back. I did give you the measurements, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, that's the first page reprise. I'll decorate it. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, it's all done, and as you can see, I've made a boo-boo. This gap is much smaller than this gap, but it's okay. I've added a little bit of a belly band here, but it's straight to page, it's not folded around, so it's more decorative than anything else really. So we have a pocket at the front, and then I put in my first illustration, and I only put it on 3 sides, so it has actually got a little bit of a secret pocket thing there. This one flips open. I've got my second picture here, and this is the same. And then you've got the pocket in the middle. Of course, I've done no tags. I've actually got 2 magnets on this one. It's all quite near the top and the bottom. And I've used, I think they're all 1mm thickness magnets. They're slightly thicker, so they've got a really good hold to them. And I can shake this page and nothing flips open. Okay, this flips open this way. So lots of space here to add little bits. I don't know if I'll be adding any little bits to it. We'll have to see. And then we've got a pocket here, a huge pocket. And then on this side, exactly the same as the other side, large pocket and lots of space. The only thing I did, I cut this pocket down, instead of having it the 6 inches, where's my ruler gone? There it is. I decided to have it at 4, oh what an odd, oh that's, I cut it down a little bit. It is actually 4 3/8. So I think it was supposed to be 4.5. So yeah, and I've just used the same as in the Alice album. I used a lot of strips to sort of like fill in and make it easier to decorate. It's a lot more economical. You can use bits and pieces. So yeah, a lot of strips. So yeah, just got to make all the tags, and I'll do that. I'll probably do that at the end when I make all the inserts for the pages here, because they're going to be quite big too. What I may do, as is my habit, is I will repeat this page for the last page, page 10, and then, because once again page 10, where I have nothing on the back here and it's going to stay quite simple, I've got lots of space here, and this is fairly thick, but I'll have the room to do it, so I may repeat it on page 10 without the mistake, and then have page 2 and 3 the same, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and 8 and 9, so I might have whole double page spreads going throughout, which will certainly make it easier, because that way I can do one page and see how it works out. Like I do it on this page, so that if I don't like it I can just tear it out and not ruin this page. So yes, that's probably what I should do. So I'll probably repeat this on page 10, but different colours. This paper, this one, and this one and this one all came from, oh, it was either the Jane papers, I think it was the Jane papers on pixelscrapper.com, and they're all the same paper pattern, just slightly different colourways, all done in greys and blacks. This one and this one I bought today at Pickwell Farm, my local craft shop. This once again is the Martha Stewart punch. I think I called it a die earlier, but it is a punch. It's this one, it's just a flat punch, it's not a punch around the page. And I think that's it. I have no other papers. This is also printed out. This was printed out from, it was a free online one. If I remember, I will add it down below. But for now, I can't remember. Oh, and this paper is, it's Kaiser Craft Velvet Ensemble Collection, P673. Love these colours. Anyway, these are just really, really pretty colours. Anyway, so that is page 1, even though it's slightly skew-iff. I'm keeping this one. This page 1 is staying. I'm not too sure what the tags are going to be, but for now, page 1 is finished. And of course, like I said, it will also be page 10, and I'll get page 2 and 3. I'll do page 3 and then I'll prep page 2 and come back for that. I do have a few ideas. We shall see how it goes. But yeah, so yeah, quite pleased with that. And the thicker magnets has made that quite strong. So, all done. Until page 2 and 3, bye bye for now.